Let's get to the next one. All right, so this is actually a Kevin Gates lookalike. This dude has actually did skits and stuff where he did a hell of a job, like pulling off that doggone that Kevin Gates. Like he's really convincing.
But big brother, once you understand how the brain stem work and the neocortex, as opposed from the ancient brain, you will understand how meticulous a conversation could be with two brothers like us aligned. You hear me?
He was saying that women who deny their children time with their father are pure evil. My bad, I had to pull my doggone my jogging pants down. But yeah, are pure evil. Let's get into the content.
Build a baby mama, bro. That, bro, that's the.
Shit.
I think the tragedy is that women start to uh, prioritize their emotion over their children.
Mm.
What they feel becomes more important than their child.
Ooh.
And in the name of revenge, they've chosen to let their children suffer. You feel what I'm saying? And this was crazy, bro.
Mm.
This was crazy. Now, it's not a thing that this child missing visits with their daddy.
Mm.
You feel me? Like nothing that don't even matter.
What?
But you ain't letting them in school. You feel what I'm saying? Who's more important to a child development? The father that they came from, or a school with some people in there that don't know nothing about this child and don't care about him?
I would say both. Damn it. I mean, both. School is important, but I mean, I kind of get the net of what he's trying to get at, man. Like fathers are extremely important in a child's life and when it comes to their development. And you have women out there that, again, I agree, are pure evil. They allow their emotions to get the best of them, and they keep that child from that man, or they make it so difficult for that guy to be present in that child's life because of how disrespectful they are. And some bitter baby mamas, they put that into the child, and unfortunately those children, and I'm just thinking about the content that I've reviewed over the years, they don't realize that until 20, 30 years down the line. Like the entire time you were the villain in the story. Talking about the mother, you were the villain, not the dad, not him. I mean, like he did have some part of it. You know, he could have fought a little bit more, which I don't think that a father should have to fight to see his kids. But that's crazy. But maybe the guy should have, fought a little bit more to try to see his children or whatever. Maybe he should have picked a better woman to be the mother of his children or whatever. But at the end of the day, at the end of the mother freaking day, we have seen so much content where those children grow up to be men and women, and ultimately, like, they have so much hatred, not even towards the father, but they turn that hatred towards their mother. So it's like, yo, you kept this man from me for how many years? Because you felt some type of way because he was dealing with other women? Like, you didn't give me the opportunity to get to know my biological father. I can't forgive you for that. And I'm thinking about one situation in particular, man, Kurt Franklin. That was tough to watch. That was tough to watch, man. You got women out here that will literally lie to their children, sit there and lie to their kids about their biological father, say things to their children that are flat out freaking lies, man, just so that kid would not want to go and spend time with their father. Hopefully that kid will feel the same way that I feel about their dad. And most of the time it's so much emotional trauma that's going on in those women's lives that it's not even him. That's not the root of the problem. They have hatred and anger somewhere else, but the guy ends up being a punching bag. And with all of that being said, the children is feeling the exact same hurt from that. and some of those mothers that are pure evil, they don't get that. They don't understand that. And that's unfortunate.
You ain't gonna let them miss no appointments to nothing. You ain't gonna you gonna make sure they hair did. You gonna do all this stuff, but you don't prioritize their dad. So why would you go and buy a kid a pair of Jordans
Hmm.
and you gonna give them some shoes, but you ain't gonna give them their daddy?
Crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? They
I
daddy is the best thing you could ever give them. I don't even care. I don't care how what he may be going through, or what you think about him. It ain't about you. Like, bro, I'm a product of that. My mama hated
mm,
my daddy, bro, so she ain't
damn.
let me meet him.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? Bro, I met my dad and my whole life changed. Nigga took me to the mall,
Mm,
bought me shoes and clothes, and that's the first time I ever had some of that stuff.
mm.
I could have been having that my whole life, but I got teased. I got teased and bullied for not having clothes and shoes all my life because my mama was trying to teach my dad a lesson.
Damn, man. Damn, this type of stuff, it's hard to hear, man. It's hard to hear, it's hard to watch because growing up in the environment that I grew up in, bro, I've seen this so freaking often. So often, man. I was actually, I'm just gonna share a story. I was actually locked up with a few guys that was like this. The mother put those guys on child support. And those men were doing everything that they can to make sure, even though they were put on child support, to make sure that that child still had everything. And he was like, yo, she still won't let me see him. She still won't let me see her. I'm in here right now, man, because I got behind in my doggone child support, bro. And I'm at risk of losing everything. But I still don't hate her for it. I still don't, man. Because at the end of the day, she's still the mother of my children, and if I hadn't, had any dealing with her, I wouldn't have my child. I'm just like, and this is coming from, I was locked up with guys that were in their 40s, in their 50s, and I'm just a young boy in high school. I'm just like, damn, bro, like, it really made me sit back and kind of think about a lot of different things that I was thinking or whatever. I was just like, you know, most of those guys are on my football team. They have no idea. The only thing they know is what their mom has been teaching them or been telling them their entire life. It's crazy, bro. It's sad. The fact that you're willing to go to this level just because you can't stand the father of your children, this is 100% pure evil. Pure freaking evil, man. And the child ends up suffering because of that. And this is it's a bigger percentage than what people think. It really is.
So you punish your child and put me through that for my whole life. You
Mm,
feel what I'm saying? I'ma just say this, bro. If you're a woman and you want to die from cancer, or you want to die from a sickness, or you want your life as an older woman to be miserable and you to get punished, play with your child. Because, bro, in the Bible it say you better off being thrown in the ocean with a boulder around your neck than to harm a child.
damn.
And keeping a father from a child is harming a child.
Damn,
You
bro.
feel what I'm saying? That's the worst thing you can do to a child. You want to see God's wrath? Play with your child.
And listen, this is a brother speaking from experience. Like it's a lot of emotion tied into this, man. And it is so many famous people, content creators that have went through this, have experienced this, and most of those guys don't want to have that hatred for their mothers. But they just like they're thinking to them like, man, damn, how can somebody that really, really love me put me through this? Take me away from my biological father. He might not be the greatest guy in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he done made mistakes. She has too. But why do she think, or did she think that it was okay to completely take him out of my freaking life altogether? It's crazy, bro. And again, these be some very, very talented people. And it seemed like some very, very happy people, but they got struggles too, man. They got trauma too. So shout out to this brother for, getting this stuff off his chest, man. I want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think about this particular video, man? This was tough. This was tough, man. Again, man, growing up around certain stuff like this, man, it seems what this really does to a child, and I'm talking about boy and girl, being on the same football team, same classroom, same neighborhood as these people, man, and seeing where they are today. Like, some people were fortunate enough to finally forgive and have that conversation with, their biological father, and they were able to rekindle that relationship, and they're a lot better off now. But you have a lot of those people that can't let go of those lies, that hurt, that pain that they experience. And some of them don't realize that the villain of the story is the one that's been telling it the entire time. It's crazy. But yeah, y'all let me know. What do you guys think about that particular video, man? Tough. Tough.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa.